What's up, Tiger Nation? This is Coach O, and you're listening to Tuff Tiger Talk on the PRO Media Network. Take it away, Big Q.
You're now listening to Tuff Tiger Talk with Big Q and the guys on the Pro Media Network.
What's going on, Tiger Nation? This is Tuff Tiger Talk on the PRO Media Network. Welcome aboard, fam. We're on the Tuff Tiger Talk episode 274. That's right, 274 on Tuff Tiger Talk. And we're going to talk about the Tigers today in this short podcast. We're going to run at you and recap the Tigers' wins over both the Rice Owls and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Ain't no sharpness in that, so we're just gonna call them the Arkansas Dollbacks because they really sucked as the Tigers were able to beat them. But you know what? I wasn't impressed with that. Most guys out there that's Tiger fans know that LSU could have did a hell of a lot better job knocking off Arkansas, especially the way they got trounced by Mississippi State in those goddamn cowbells. I couldn't even watch that game, man. It's just the cowbells are so freaking annoying. But anyway, welcome to Tuff Tiger Talk. And we're going to have at it with the first one. We're going to start off. I want to make mention of this before we get into the recap. I'd like to thank everybody, all the subscribers, new and established people, for joining us here on the Tuff Tiger Talk channel. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell for future content dealing with our LSU Tigers. If you're a Tiger fan, man, it's the place for you. And you can join our social media family. The links in the description section below. You can help the show via Patreon. Those links in the description section, as well as supporting the sponsors that support us so we can continue to upgrade the show. Now, moving forward into podcast 274, the Tuff Tiger Talk, I just want to bring this up. You can check our links on our Twitter page. It was an interesting thing I came across. Now, a lot of people know that, of course, LSU has 2 losses. They currently, I'm expecting, I don't know what they're going to do in terms of, because it's kind of fluid. It's no rhyme or reason to what these guys do in terms of how they rank us. You know, we beat another team, they drop them. If they don't respect whoever we beat, we fall in rank. You know, we don't hold our position, so to speak, with these stupid polls. But anyway, if LSU, they currently sit at number 7th in the nation. If we can get a boost there and kind of elevate us, that might help us out in the playoff. Now, I'm talking playoffs. That's right, LSU, we talking playoffs. Now, why I'm talking playoffs is because it's an interesting stat I came across that describes that how LSU can make the playoffs. That's right, we can actually make the college playoff, but a few things have to happen. And I'm going to give them to you right. In order for us to make the playoffs, Ohio State has to beat Michigan. That will be interesting to see if they can do that. And then we have to have losses to Northwestern in the Big Ten title game. Oklahoma and West Virginia split the finale and Big 12 title game. Alabama, Clemson, and Notre Dame went out. Georgia gets eliminated. Washington State finished with 2 losses. And LSU or undefeated UCF will play for the 4th playoff spot. It's between them. So there are some factors involved. But if you go back a handful of years ago, you remember some circumstances lined up for the Tigers to play for a national championship before. Can that happen this year? Can it happen this year? Can lightning strike twice in the same spot? I don't know. But it's just something interesting to talk about, to say none of the least. But anyway, let's get into the Arkansas game. I'm going to go do a quick breakdown on that. The LSU Tigers were able to get something done against the Arkansas Razorbacks, 24-17. Of course, they allow Arkansas. They played well all the way up into the first half of the game. They was up 14-3 on this team. Then in the third quarter, they went up 24 actually to 3 and had Arkansas shut down. Then all of a sudden, the fourth quarter, they allowed them to put 2 scores up and kind of create a scare the Tigers. But anyway, Joe Burrow in this game, pretty melancholy. I mean, it's since the Alabama game and right before that when they played Mississippi State, this LSU Tiger team has been offensively struggling. So I mean, that's the thing that we focus on. Burrow, 195 in the game, or 15-21. He had 1 score in the game. Nick Brissett, 23 carries for 90 yards. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had 17 for 56 in the score. Both those guys had touchdowns. Burrow scrabbled 7 times for 15 yards, as the Tigers had 48 carries for 164 yards with 2 scores. The top receivers was Justin Jefferson. He got busy with 6 catches for 117 yards, had 1 touchdown. And then the rest of them was just 1 and 2 catches Derek Dillon, Jamar Chase had a couple grabs. D. Anderson, Troy Carter. You had Clyde Edwards-Helaire had a couple catches. Not much to talk about there. Defensively for the LSU Tigers, Grant Delpit led the day. He had 6 tackles, 1 sack, a tackle for loss, a couple of pass defense. He was excellent. Terrence Alexander, he had 5 tackles. So did Devin White. Michael Divinity Jr. also had a pretty decent game. Him and Jacob Phillips, they came alive. They also had 3 sacks in this game. Delpit had 1. Kerry Vincent Jr. had 1. Glenn Logan had 1 as well. So the Tigers played well enough in this one. And, of course, Kerry Vincent Jr. had an interception. So he had a sack and an interception and 3 tackles on the night for him. Pretty decent outing if you're the LSU Tigers defense. But to be honest with you, 24-17 should have been a lot grander margin because this Arkansas team really sucks, to say the least. But, hey, the Tigers climbed out there with a win. Let's see what Coach O had to say after the postgame. Here he is.
I really like to see our young defensive line play. I like to see Miles play. All the young receivers that haven't played, all the young guys that haven't played, I like to give them a chance. There are several guys that we can play and still redshirt, but if the opportunity affords itself, I'd like to see those guys play, but that's not necessarily the focus of the game. He's been good, he's been really good. I think he's developed a lot under Steve. I talked to him the other day. He said he's learned a lot this year. He's got better at his fundamentals. Again, for most of the year, he was nursing a minor injury. But I do believe if called upon tomorrow night, he's ready to play and do well. What I think about these seniors?
Yeah, for their last home game at Tiger Stadium.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I've been with these guys. I didn't recruit them. They are my family now. I know most of their parents. They're going to be out there before the game. It's always an emotional time to see the parents crying, see the players realize this is the last time that they're going to play in Tiger Stadium. But hopefully they realize we have a lot of good football left and that we can end this season on a great note. But we've got to finish strong, and Rice is our opponent. So I know the guys are going to be ready to play. Hopefully all of them get to play. I think all of them will get a chance to play, hopefully, and they can contribute to the victory. Hope I answered your question. I couldn't hear very well. Night and day. For them to buy in, for them to trust me, and you've been an assistant for 2 years, and I helped recruit some of them. But for them to buy in right away and to flip the switch like they did, I think they flipped the switch right away and bought into what we were doing and became leaders for us.
With some of the injuries at quarterback, is that a position where you kind of have to keep some of those guys in longer?
We don't know. We don't know that. Not necessarily so. Not necessarily so. Some of the young guys are going to have to step up. We're looking forward to Manny Donovan playing if he gets a chance. And looking forward to Kerry Vincent playing some corner and gets a chance. And they have to play and step up and do a good job. I think they will.
That's Coach O chiming in, man. Let's go into our breakdown on this game. Like we said, I just gave you the statistics. Very interesting game in terms of the Tigers having them locked up. They have to do a better job of closing the games against inferior competition. This team's 2-8, 0-6 in conference. They hadn't won all year. They stink. Nothing razor or sharp about this dollbacks of Arkansas team. This was a pretty bad team, but I would have liked to see LSU crown them a little better and probably beat this team if all 24-3 or 35 or 28-10 or 35-10 or 13 or something like that. It didn't happen, but they have to clean that up and do better moving ahead. But a win's a win, right, fellas? So let's just go ahead on it. Just accelerate. Well, the coach and even coach knew that they could have done a better job against that team. Let's move ahead to the Rice matchup. LSU, now they did what they were supposed to do against a very bad team. Rice coming into this when they were 1-10, had a pretty terrible team. LSU was able to take it to them. They beat them 42-10 in a superior fashion, like they were supposed to. This is how you're supposed to crown inferior competition. Joe Burrow, he got busy. 307 yards on 20 of 28 throwing. He averaged about 11 yards every time he threw the ball, which was good for. He threw a little bit better than a first down every time. 2 touchdowns in the game. They even let Miles Brennan get in there. He was 4 of 6 for 65 yards as he closed out the game. Nick Brissett was the top back, 14 carries, 69 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. Leonard Fournette, the brother of Leonard, had 7 carries for 45 yards in the game, averaging about 6.5 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. For him, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 5 carries for 32 yards, had 1 touchdown. Joe Burrow scrambled for 4 times for 17 yards in the game. Top receivers for the Tigers: Foster Monroe, 5 catches for 73 yards, had a touchdown. Stephen Sullivan, 4 catches, 94 yards, and a touchdown. Jefferson, 3 catches for 56 yards. Terrence Marshall Jr., 3 catches, 48 yards. Jamar Chase, 1 grab for 45 yards. Derek Dillon, 5 of them, 5 catches for 31 yards. Top defensive guys, of course, Devin White carried the day as usual, 9 tackles for him, 1 sack, 1 tackle for a loss, 1 pass defense, a QB hurry. Jacoby Stevens, 7 tackles. Jacob Phillips, 7. So did Michael Divinity Jr. He had 7 tackles as well. Jacob Phillips had a sack, not to mention. And Grant Delpit and Patrick Queen, 5 tackles apiece. Tyler Selvin had 4. Cameron Lewis had 4. Ed Alexander had 4. And Terrence Alexander and Greedy Williams both had 3 tackles on the day. Turnovers, no interceptions for the Tigers in this one, but to give them credit, they did get a few sacks. They had 4 sacks on the game. Glenn Logan had another one, a sack on the game. So did Tyler Selwyn, like I mentioned, Jacob Phillips, and of course Delvin White. 4 sacks on the game against an inferior Rice Owl team, blasted them 42-10. Big win by LSU in this one. Let's hear what Coach O had to say about this stellar win over the Rice Owls. Here's Coach O.
Guys, good night for the Tigers. 18 seniors, a lot of guys last night. Tiger Stadium was a great place to play, and it was a good night for our team. We got all the seniors got to play tonight. A lot of guys got to play, and we played most of the young guys that we tried give a chance to play, and thought they did pretty good. 552 yards of offense. I thought our offense did very well tonight. I was pleased to see it play. Our offense got back on track. I thought Foster Monroe had his best game of the year. I was pleased to see Lenore Fournette get in there and do some good things. Defense, I thought we played really well. That last drive, we had the 3rd string in, and those meetings wanted to put those guys in. I just wanted to give them a chance to play. But we're 9-2. We're proud of this football team. We've got a big week ahead of us, a big week of preparation to finish the season strong. That's going to be an outstanding challenge for our football team, but I know we're going to be ready for it. Any question?
Offensively, after the last 2 weeks, how just happy are you with execution and effort? It seemed like y'all were on something.
Yeah, we had a good week of practice, and we had a good week of evaluating what we're doing on offense. I thought our coaches did a tremendous job of picking up the energy at practice, picking up the details, the execution. We practiced better this week. We simplified. Our guys knew what to do. We did the things that we could do well, and you can see it. We had a couple of drop passes we have to fix. But other than that, I thought we played really well.
And when you talk about getting back to your identity on offense, what did you want to do, and do you feel like you took that step?
Yeah, run the ball, play action pass, deep passes. I think we did a good job of it. Protect the quarterback. I think we did a pretty good job of it.
Is that kind of what you were talking about when Joe has protection? He can look like
no
that?
question, yeah. We get the ball deep. We got some athletes. We got to put the ball in the athletes' hands in space, and we did a better job of that tonight. Obviously, it was against a lesser opponent. We're going to have to do a better job against big-time opponents, but that's the type of offense that we need.
Was there an emphasis to work the middle of the field? Or just
yes. Well, they were playing a lot of cover 2, so cover 2 gives you the middle of the field.
What was your point? Was there an emphasis for tempo, I meant to say, in terms of just giving your team confidence at the start?
Say it again.
Was there an emphasis to have some tempo at the beginning of the game to give your team?
Sure, yeah. That's one of the things we did well. We went back to the Georgia game, looked at the tempo, and we were successful when we have a lot of tempo, so we did it again tonight, and it worked.
Based on passes, he had a couple of single money. How did you feel like he did tonight?
I thought he played very well. He shouldn't have took that sack right before half. We were going for the end zone. He should have threw the ball away. We could have kicked the field goal. But other than that, I thought he played very well.
And what did you like about Patrick Queen playing more on the outside?
Yeah, we wanted to give some playmaking ability to the outside. We haven't been getting enough production since we lost Kellerman Chasson. So we wanted to give him a chance. I got to look at the film, but we thought that Patrick could give us some juice there. I want to see it.
Coach, in all the time you've been here, you kind of put into perspective what next week means and what it will do for the program to get there?
Yeah. There's a lot of things it's going to mean, but I don't want to put that on the team. I mean, we're going to have to prepare and take it one game at a time. But I told the team this is a one-game season. All the hard work that they've done since August to get us to 9-2 is very gratifying. But obviously, this is where we want to be. We want to win 10 games. We want to go to the New Year's Day Bowl So this is a huge game for a football team, but we can't make it bigger than life to where they'll feel the pressure. So we're going to go in there one game at a time, play our best football, prepare our best. I know these guys will be ready to play. It's going to be a challenge, but I know they're going to be ready to play. I know this group.
Did you think that Joe would be in a situation, did you plan it that way, where he would throw the ball 28 times?
Yeah, we wanted to throw the football. We wanted to get back on track. In fact, we thought we could. Obviously, we're better in their corners. But I wanted to get the rhythm back. I wanted to get the protection back, feel good about completing some balls, getting some passing yardage, and being more balanced.
Coach Leonard Fournette, is it some things you can share about him? I mean, his work ethic or
Yeah.
him sticking around here and getting a chance tonight?
Outstanding young man, character, perseverance. He has not complained one time. There have been some games where he probably should have got more carries or probably should have gotten more of an opportunity. He's done very well. He's waited his turn. I can't say enough about him.
What did you see from Miles Brennan today?
I think he did well. He's a little rusty at first. The first couple of throws were not on the money, but after he got the hang of it, I asked him after the game how he felt. He said it felt good to get hit.
Coach, looking ahead, we saw a lot of fresh faces tonight. How is your confidence feeling, not just going to next week, but going to next season?
Say it again now.
We saw a lot of fresh faces tonight.
Yeah.
How does that boost your confidence, not just going to next week, but in going to next season?
Yeah. I know we're building a great foundation to this team. Obviously, the seniors that we have, we're going to miss, but we have a good nucleus coming back. It all depends. Some guys are going to leave early for the NFL. Some guys are not. But hopefully we can keep most of them intact, along with this recruiting class. It makes me feel really good we got coming back. I think that having your quarterback come back means a lot. We have a lot of receivers coming back. We feel that with the recruiting class that we have coming in, we can fill some holes and be very, very good at what we're doing.
What did you see from Ed Alexander tonight, especially as a pass rusher?
Yeah, Ed has been playing his best ball. He's healthy. He's in shape. He's lost some weight. He's a lot more active. He brings a lot to the table.
You mentioned Foster Moreau. You thought he had his best game. Getting a touchdown today, his first of the season. What do you think that does for his night here in the season?
I think it adds a lot to him, but knowing him, he don't care about this. He just wanted to win. In fact, he told the team before we go out, and say, listen, I'm tired of hearing play for the seniors, play for everybody, let's play for our football team. So he just wants to win. That's why we gave him 18. He's a tremendous character young man.
Coach, speaking of you seniors, has Cole Tracy had the biggest impact that any kicker could have on a team?
He's pretty darn good for us. Yeah. I think you can't say enough about Cole. And again, Coach McMahon for recruiting them, identifying them. Cole came in and did a tremendous job for our football team, gave us all confidence in an area that we were needed. So hopefully we can find another one like him. We're going to hate to see him go, but we still got 2 big games with him left. I believe he's going to be a tremendous kicker in the NFL. I believe he's going to kick in the NFL for years to come.
That's Coach O chiming in, man, letting you know his thoughts on the game. Very interesting for Coach O. Next matchup they got coming into it is they got the season finale, man, after whipping on both Arkansas, both subpar competition. A lousy Arkansas Dogback team and the Boiled Rice Owls. I mean, both those teams were just horrible, but they have the Texas A&M Aggies coming up next Saturday in the afternoon, 6 o'clock. 6:30 game in Texas A&M is going to be interesting as they go out to Kyle Field in College Station and try to get it done against this team. Now, of course, the Aggies are a little bit better competition than what those other sucky teams were. They are a little bit better. They're 7-4 and 4-3 in conference play. And if you look at what that means in terms of where they are in the West, if you look at the SEC standards, you have Alabama there at the top with LSU behind them, and then Texas A&M is behind us. 4-3 in conference plays. They're a 7-4 team. They are not the best team in the world, but they most certainly aren't the worst team in the world, and that's who we'll have to take on. Their top quarterback is, of course, Kellen Mond. He is 201 of 340 for almost 2,700 yards, almost 17 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Their top back is Travion Williams. Is a pretty damn good back. 217 carries. He has 1,326 yards and 13 touchdowns for Trevon Williams. And their top wide receiver is Jay Stornberger. He has 42 catches for 729 yards and 8 touchdowns for him. Going at LSU, Burrow, 173 of 307 for 2,230 yards. He has 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on a year for Joe Burrow. Wish that numbers was a little bit better in terms of touchdowns. Nick Brissett, 195 carries, 861 yards. He has 13 touchdowns. Looking at LSU's points per game, LSU averaging about 28 points a game, giving up 16 a game. Aggies averaging 31 a game, giving up 22 a game. Total yards, the Aggies 461 yards a game on offense. That's 359, almost 360 through the air. They rush about 200 yards a game in this one. You're looking at total yards for the LSU Tigers. They average about 300, almost 380 yards a game. 209 through the air, 171 yards on the ground for the team. Yards allowed for defense for the Tigers, giving up 330 yards a game. They give up 100, just less than 200 yards through the air and 131 on the ground. Looking at the Aggies defense is giving up 342 points yards a game. That's 261 through the air, and they're pretty good at stopping you, holding you to 81 yards rushing the game. So the Aggies pretty stout on the defensive end in terms of stopping the run. It'd be interesting to see how they deal with the Tigers, being that the Tigers pass the ball 209 yards a game, 171 yards, but we know that the Tigers go by the way they running game, and if the Aggies take it away from them, that's going to be an interesting game. So a lot of people thinking it's going to be kind of a boring game. It's going to actually be a pretty damn good game if you think about it, because if LSU has an opportunity to finish the season with 10 wins, if they beat this Aggie club, and by the way, the Aggies aren't ranked, but if they can somehow beat the Aggies, well, we'll beat the Aggies. That will give LSU 10 wins. And if something crazy happens, like I explained to you earlier in the show, this can give a team an opportunity to get in the playoffs. Now, I know a lot of people might have not foreseen that. I most certainly didn't. But a lot of people are predicting that LSU is going to lose this matchup to Texas A&M out there. And, you know, it's like a traditional thing. The Tigers, for a while, for the last couple of seasons anyway, have been finishing the season out with Texas A&M. This is going to be a scrappy fight. This is really going to be a pretty scrappy game for LSU to win. They need to pull it off and have the capacity to keep in line with potentially, because anything can happen in the college football season. Anything can happen. Those losses could accumulate, and LSU could definitely be paying for something, if not to get in the college playoff, but have a pretty decent bowl game as they build going ahead. And what's really exciting about LSU is the fact that they have this astounding freshman class of talent that's coming in, the new infusion of talent that's coming in to build on what they have this year. So really excited to see what LSU does. They will take care of business against Texas A&M, and we'll move forward and look at the bowl season, and hopefully we can get a decent ranking. Some teams can fall down ahead of us. You know, a lot of stuff can happen that can end up ultimately helping the LSU Tigers climb their way back into this thing. So big ups to Coach O and the rest of the staff. And that's going to do it for Tough Tiger Talk today. Of course, like I said, if you guys love the Tigers, we love the Tigers here. Show us some support. Go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/the PRO Media Network and become a contributor to the show. You know, that will help us build the show so we can reach out to more LSU Tiger fans. Also, you can feel free to share Tough Tiger Talk on your social media feed. If you're on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you may socialize, put the Tough Tiger Talk there. Show them with your buddies. Show them with your club, your Tiger fan club, and all those. Get them involved and let them know about the show. You can join our social media family. The link's in the description section below. You can also show some support for the show from a financial aspect besides Patreon by supporting our sponsors. All that helps us empower the show at Tough Tiger Talk as we continue to produce more quality content for you and yours. So thank you for joining us on the show tonight. From all of us here at Tough Tiger Talk, peace.
You're now listening to Tough Tiger Talk with Big Q and the guys on the Pro Media Network.
Go to newfrog.com for all of your electronic gadget needs. Fast becoming #1 online seller of cell phone and accessories, consumer electronics, automobiles and motorcycles, home and garden items, 5D diamond painting crafts, electrical and tool supplies, computer and networking supplies, lights and lighting supplies, sports and travel items, toys and hobby supplies, apparel and accessory, mother and kid items, health and beauty items, and much, much more. New newfrog.com has up to 70% off on some products. And you can check out their weekly promotions for all the best deals. Remember, when thinking online electronics and gadgets, think New Frog, newfrog.com. Check the link in the description section below. Do you need a domain name? How about a host for your website that can work with WordPress? Try Namecheap.com. They make registering, hosting, and managing domain names for yourself or others easy and affordable because the internet needs people. Namecheap is an ICANN accredited domain register and technology company founded in 2000. It's one of the fastest growing American companies according to the 2018 Inc. 5000, celebrating nearly 2 decades of providing unparalleled levels of service, security, and support. Namecheap has been steadfast in customer satisfaction with over 10 million domains under management. Namecheap is among the top domain registers and web providers in the world. They offer a full selection of popular and unique domains along with fully featured hosting packages, SSL security certificates, WhoisGuard privacy protections, and more, all at the lowest prices in the industry. So if you need a domain name or hosting or anything else, think Namecheap.com. That's right, Namecheap.com. Check the description section below for link. Hello, Tiger fanatics. Are you ready for some football? If so, you need to head over to Fanatics. Click the link in the description section below and head over to get great deals on all LSU Tiger gear right now. Fanatics have all the great selection on everything Tigers. They have ladies and men's and children jerseys, footwear, t-shirts and dresses, golf and sports equipment, hats, pajamas and underwear, lawn and office gear, auto accessories, pet accessories, and much, much more. So if you're a Tiger and you want to show your Tiger spirit, click the link below and head over to Fanatics now to get all the top-notch LSU Tiger gear. And for 24 hours only, shipping will be free on all orders over just $29. Head over now and click the link in the description section below and be ready in style. Go Tigers.